to get a phone call from Susan Arnold, who's on the board.
Chairman of the board.
Chairman of the board.
Was. Mm-hmm.
And you think that that call might be asking you back. And you say to Willow Bay, your wife, what?
Well, I was aware that Susan Arnold, the then chairman, wanted to talk to me, and I got a sense that the board was making a decision to make a change at the CEO level at Disney, and that they might ask me to step back.
And you say to her?
And I said to Willow, I'm getting this call. It's possible that I could get asked back. She immediately said, well, maybe not. Maybe she just might, they may want your advice.
But she didn't think you were getting the call for that.
She wasn't sure. And I said, well, what if I get asked? And interesting, until maybe a day or two before, first of all, I was not seeking to return to Disney at all. And until a day or two before, I was not anticipating I ever would. And so I asked Willow, what do you think? And she said, well, they might not ask you, but if they do, she thought I had to say yes. And I asked why, and she quickly reminded me what I already knew. She said, you ran the company for over 15 years. You've been at the company, or you were at the company for almost 50 years. You kind of owe it to the company. If the board wants you back, because they obviously don't feel they have an alternative, at least not at that moment, then you owe it to them to say yes. It was very quick, and I realized as I heard her words, she was absolutely right.
Okay, what does she say now?
I haven't talked to her about it. What does she say now? Interesting, maybe surprise you. I don't bring that much work home with me. I like to leave the job at the office when I can.
But you didn't think it was going to be like this?
I'm interested in her work. No, we've had conversations about it being much more challenging than I expected. I felt that from the beginning when I came back. But I'm not daunted by it. It's just a lot more work, nor is she daunted on my behalf.
You said that you didn't want to come back, but there's been a lot of reporting that you never really wanted to leave. And even people now say, well, is he really going to leave in 2 years from now again? That you were frustrated. You were frustrated with Bob Chapek.
That reporting is completely inaccurate, completely. I had been CEO for about 15 years. I said I started the company in 1974 at ABC. It had been around a long time. There were plenty of things in the world that I was interested in, that I either wanted to do or wanted to learn more about. I had not really had a day off, and I don't even remember. And I was thoroughly enthusiastic.
But you were frustrated.
Plus, I felt that I had accomplished so much during my former tenure, including opening the Disneyland in Shanghai and going to the streaming business very successfully. And it wasn't about being bored. It wasn't about lack of challenge. It was just that the time was ready.
But it's fair to say you were frustrated. You were watching this company.
Frustrated about what?
Meaning from the outside. On the outside. Oh. You're now out.
You were asking me about whether you
ever wanted to leave in the beginning.
The answer is I did, which is why I left.
Okay, but now you're on the outside.
Right.
And you're watching.
Busy, doing other things.
Doing other things, but Bob Chapek's in that role.
Yes.
And you were thinking what?
I was disappointed in what I was seeing, both during the transition period when I was still there and while I was out. But I really worked hard at distancing myself from it because, one, I couldn't do anything about it. In a way, it wasn't my business at all, really. It was his business to run. And I was not happy with what I was seeing. I worked hard to build the company into what it was over that long period of time. I was proud of those accomplishments. It hurts when something that you've put your heart and soul into and that you care about so much is going through a difficult time.
Okay, so let's then talk about succession, because there's a lot of people in this room, business leaders, who have to think about their own succession, other types of succession. Mm-hmm. What was your mistake then? To the degree you think that Bob Chapek was a mistake, and I assume you imagine it's maybe one of your biggest.
Well, first of all, I'm not the only one that may have considered it a mistake. The board obviously had its issues with Bob. But you knew him well. I've tried he worked for me for quite a long time. I've tried hard to conduct my own post-mortem, just so that we as a company don't do it again. What did we do wrong? And we've discovered certain things that perhaps we could have done better, but there were also a lot of unknowables, and I don't want to get into any of